Alright, this is Chris's Homebrew Sports and Video Games page. Yep, one of my notebooks just dropped. Anyway, tonight's game is going to be the second preliminary game in the NBA playoffs in my Homebrew Fantasy Sports League between the Utah Jazz at the Oklahoma City Thunder. So before we play, and while this thing is booting up, I got some business to attend to. I need to give a couple shout outs out to my good friend Katie Loop. If any of my viewers might be in the need for Avon or Mary Kay or Avon stuff, cosmetics, lotions, she can be found at www.avon.com/myavon/KLoop !REP equals KLoop. I will include that link in the description of this video. I also have another good buddy, Sir Danny Schizo. He does pool games on www.facebook.com/Sir Danny Schizo. Will get you to his page. I will also include a link. And yay, we get to watch the NBA 2K20 thing update for the very first video. Yay, yay, yay. I will edit this out when I when I edit the video, and I will rejoin you guys when this is concluded. And we are getting ready to play, like I said, Utah at Oklahoma City in the second preliminary playoff game. The reason I do it this way is because I got tired of playing basketball and hockey into the month of June. So this way is quicker. All preliminary games are a single elimination, and then you play preliminary games in a stepladder bracket until you have 4 teams left, and then you play the semifinals and NBA finals, irregardless of conference. And once you get to the semis, you get to the best of 7. So we're going to put in the Jazz. And now I'm going to figure out which team I'm going to start with. And it's going to be the Jazz. I do that by dice. Thunder. Now in playoffs, I switch teams at the end of each quarter to keep it more even. So we gotta watch this for a minute, unfortunately.
Over the past few weeks, we've been catching up with the community, including NBA players.
And last week, Golden State Warriors breakout rookie Eric Pascal hopped on for a chat and a quick game of 2K. Eric Pascal, welcome to 2K TV. How are you doing?
Let's get your Oklahoma City Thunder starting lineup. At small forward, at 6 for the Rangers, number 5, Lucas.
Now I'm going to present this pretty much like a television broadcast, so I'm going to show the halftime show in its entirety. Before I did this, I would skip through it.
At the end of forward position, 16 turned into number 8, and he's on Illinois. The big man, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Head coach Quinn Snyder is trying to help the Jazz break through in a crowded Western Conference. Snyder said, "There's always challenges, and I'm comfortable with adversity. I just want to keep the right perspective. I've got something that I love to do." Kevin, he is one of the biggest reasons the Jazz is always a factor.
He is doing a great job. Thank you, D.A. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Bogdanovich.
And his scoring numbers have been...
Now, one thing before I get started, this game was scheduled to be played on April 13th. I am actually playing this on April 21st. I should have this uploaded sometime on April 22nd.
O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich.
I might do it later tonight. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But now, I play NBA 2K okay. I'm not the best player you're ever going to see. I don't think I'm the worst player you're ever going to see. I'm somewhere in the middle.
They're pretty good, and I think the coaches that sleep well is the coaches that have teams that they know that kind of run themselves.
Now, here's O'Neal.
So, but I am going to make mistakes playing this game.
It's held in by Adams.
And we need to check something real quick. There we go. Okay, we're good to go.
Conley against Paul.
I may edit that out.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
The drive by Mitchell. The rebound by Steven Adams. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Bogdanovich against Gallinari. Lets it go from 11. That one off the back iron and out. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Ball passes to Gallinari. Oh, good on the triple.
Rudy Gobert is a beast. The last game I played in the first preliminary game, he brought down 25 rebounds.
Shoots over Gilgeous Alexander. Another miss by Utah.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first commit. For Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, his size at the point guard spot is a huge bonus for him. Allows him to switch onto most other players on defense when dealing with picks.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. He hits both from the stripe. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And we're still ice cold.
Targeted Gilgeous-Alexander was because of his size.
Big guards aren't easy to find, Kevin, and they help coaches' defensive schemes. Every team looks to get a switch into a bad defensive matchup. If your PG isn't an option, the offense has to work that much harder.
Nice pass.
Following the shot by Chris Paul.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Gallinari outside. It's stolen by Gobert. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Bogdanovich, and Adams sends it back.
Damn, I can't get a shot to go right now.
Pull-up jumper. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Gallinari.
Following up on the miss, one thing about Gallinari, cannot question his work ethic.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
So we're off to a nice start here in the first couple of minutes of this game.
It's been a huge boost.
I say that I don't play that badly, and then I start out badly. That's the story of my life. That's usually how it goes.
Take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Utah, advantage in one series. And, of course, Oklahoma City, right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
Right now for the Jazz, this season has been, it's been solid, but they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason. I don't think they played their best basketball, so that things do come together for them before the end of the regular season. Look out.
It's good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
To end the cold streak, and they call the
Finally.
chance at the line for one more.
Three-point play.
Can't emphasize this enough. This is the way Mitchell's got to play to give this team its best chance.
The Jazz shooting their first free throw tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively. Over a decade in the league for Mike Conley. He never got past the numbers game to make the All-Star team in the crowded Western Conference, but make no mistake about it, Conley is star caliber. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Mitchell. That ball. Nice speed that time from Bogdanovich. Mitchell's got 5 points so far.
Already with a bullseye on his back, Donovan Mitchell reacts to the defense, and he scores.
That's tipped. Ball looking over the floor. 5 on the clock. Over Conley. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Paul's got his second bucket of the night. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz. They trail by 7. And Greg, you talked to Conley, he'll admit he's been frustrated trying to break through and get that recognition.
Still, the way he plays the game, not focused on his individual numbers.
Good defense, good defense. Make him pick it up at the line.
He needs to win.
The Thunder shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
The first one falls for him.
And Smitty, as tough as they are on D, the Jazz have been middle of the pack offensively. How will they improve there?
You know, GA, they could be a top 10 offense. The two things that have held them back are turnovers and poor free throw shooting.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And for the Thunder, one of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
Now, here's Paul. Bogdanovich missing his last shot. Back to Gallinari. Over Conley. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball.
Mitchell's shot is good.
From
So
there,
Donovan
it's a
Mitchell, if
legitimate
my
scoring threat.
math is
As a
correct,
mix
has
of
all
creative
7
finishes, once he gets
of
near the
Utah's
rim.
points so far.
Ball outside. A 3 ball. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack. And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
O'Neal misses.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Gilgeous Alexander can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 10. A 3. O'Neal misses. Goes up. A big dunk at the end of the break.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already. They established the pace, they made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Now, here's O'Neal. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass. Yeah, Bogdanovich, a high percentage scorer, an efficient shooter, and he loves that mid-range area.
Ball against O'Neal. Ball passes to Dort. Now, here's Gilgeous Alexander. On deep. Oklahoma City, the rebound.
Steven Adams is a beast, too.
Goes back up. With the clock winding down. And there's the nice layup by Adams. Adams has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Here's Dort. Score the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it. I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside. And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander. Here's Gallinari. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 in the 2nd.
Oh, this is not going very good.
On the interior.
Utah calls timeout. And, Smitty, one thing I like about Gallinari, he's doing more things on the court as he ages.
I totally agree. He used to be out there only to shoot.
So,
that hasn't been the case for a while now.
anybody
Still scores,
who's
but his
played
rebound
video
has
games
improved.
most of their life like I
Good
have,
job of driving and drawing
you know that video games are, what the outcomes of the video games are programmed by random numbers. So whether or not, when I hit the button to shoot, it's going to generate a number, and that's going to determine whether the shot goes in or not. And the games of today are very advanced because they randomize those random numbers to where you can come out of the gate really cold or really hot. And somebody who doesn't play real well or always real well like me sometimes that will benefit me in some ways, and in some ways it doesn't.
Swindles comes in for Royce O'Neal. Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Now, here's Clarkson. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down.
Yeah, see, we're starting out as the Jazz 5 for 18.
Effectively here so far.
Here's Schroeder following the bucket by the Jazz. Pass to Noel. Back to Schroeder. Muscala up top. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. It seems like every shot these guys have been putting up has been going in. This month's top shooters. Rudy Gobert is 2nd.
It would be hard to imagine.
He sure isn't shooting 75.9% today.
On fire.
Jazz trail by 14. Now Clarkson, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Clarkson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Moutier against Schroeder. Fires for three. Rebound, Utah. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. Down low. You heard this the other day, letting a player stay in the game after his sixth foul, but granting an extra free throw to the other team. What do you think of that?
Kevin, that's crazy. I mean, no way. I
knew you would say that. I knew you would say that.
I do summer league games, and I watched his 10 fouls. There's no way we could have had that many fouls when I played. We have to keep it at 6 foul, and you're out. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Can't get the first one.
There's a built-in respect for coaches who played in the NBA. The Jazz, Quinn Snyder, never made it that far, but as a point guard, he helped Duke make 3 Final Four appearances.
And he sinks the second. The Thunder leading by 11. Shot, and it's good on the way in. Smitty Snyder, also an All-American in high school, 2-time Washington State Basketball Player of the Year in high school.
Led Mercer Island to a state title, and then experienced coaching in college, the G League, and abroad. He's a lifer, and he's been around the game far and wide.
And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
The first one falls.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
He's off on the second. You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong, but Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward-thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive. They're doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you. Ingles passes to Gobert. Fires it up. Ingles can't get it to go. The Thunder leading by 14. Here's Diallo. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Nice job by Ingles. Competes hard, tough. He's a glue guy. He helps keep this team together.
Here's Ferguson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Ferguson's got his second bucket tonight.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Ingles. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Over Muscala. And Davis can't get it to go.
Listen, that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
It's stolen by Moutier. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Here's Clarkson. Second chance effort. And Gobert with the lay-in.
Rudy wanted it more than anyone else. He's going to be around for a long time. Look forward to watching him.
Ferguson kicks to Muscala. 1:32 left in the first. Shot clock at 6. Schroeder up top, defended by Moutier. It's good on the putback. And the Thunder lead by 16.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
A shot by Clarkson, no good.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Jazz trail by 19 on the pass to Ingles. Here's Gobert. Over Noel. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
And the basket by Ingles.
There's the work Ingles has put into his strength and conditioning. Takes the hit and still able to convert.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Ritter passes to Noel. Out to the right wing. Diallo with it. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Clarkson on the wing. Takes a 3. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Clarkson's got 8 points. Schroeder surveying the floor. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
He has a wiry frame, but he's stronger than he looks. Schroeder, unafraid of contact, able to complete the play.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder controlling the game and finishing. In the quarter with a 20 during his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the appreciation of his players, including Rudy Gobert.
Kids who have a coach like that, he really takes everything, with heart, and he wants us to be the best defensive team in the league, as I do. And I think when the coach and the players are on the same page, usually, good things happen.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance from the Thunder so far.
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, Bruce Skyler is out there with Nerlens Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder and Diallo in it.
What a shot!
That one's good.
That's a nice shot.
Typically playing the role of catalyst. This time, Schroeder's the one who gets set up.
That play was about to turn to crap, and then
Moutier against Schroeder.
that's a nice shot by Dennis Schroeder.
And the rejection by Noel.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. They're rebounding at it right now.
It's a nice pass, too.
They get it back. Another shot. And the layup is up and in. Noel's got 6 points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Moutier pass to Davis. Now, here's Clarkson. He's tightly guarded. Here's Moutier. Drops in the layup for 2.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And with the summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Here's Clarkson. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Okay, guys, we're going to have to improvise here because, according to my shot here, the battery's about dead. Or according to my camcorder. So I am going to after this timeout, pause it, pause the game, charge up my camcorder, and then I will edit this together into one video. Okay, we're going to take 2 of this situation. We're going to see how long we last this time. Although I may stop it at halftime and let it charge up a little bit more. So let's continue. Wrong button. There we go.
For Mike Muscala. Molinari comes in for Terrence Ferguson. Gilgeous Alexander's checked in for Diallo. And it's Paul in for Dennis Schroeder. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group. Bogdanovich is checked in for Davis. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Mitchell, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Moutier. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Conley dishes to Mitchell. A shot off that time. Adams, some nice D. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it. Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what his job is.
Team game.
Shoot 2. And he makes the first. And for big men like Gobert, their impact felt by every offensive player on the floor. Not just the man he's guarding.
Kevin, he's an elite shot blocker, but it's also the shots he alters. His presence alone creates doubt in the mind of shooters.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
He's a great defender. He's improved his scoring. Rudy Gobert has put a lot of work into his body and game.
Gilgeous Alexander can't get it to go. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Laprie made that one only his 4th of this game after firing 10 times from the floor.
Because he's so good at putting the ball on the floor and making plays, the 3 is going to be available to Donovan Mitchell.
From deep, Molinari. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Mitchell. Adams, a nice D.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. All against Conley. Molinari with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous Alexander's got the ball.
You really have to be careful with Gobert lurking around. He'll send it back.
And they pick up 2.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Poked away. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams.
A moment now to see the numbers for Bogdanovich. 4th in free throw percentage, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And he's been deadly from the free throw line. Only a handful of players are shooting a better percentage. Phenomenal asset to have on your team. Inside, and slam dunk by Gobert.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. But when he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Here's Adams. Takes it off the glass. Adams has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
Conley against Paul. Conley is surveying the D. Both loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
To the inside. Gobert.
Burned on that one.
Finding a man wide open.
That'll happen about 10 or 15 times a game for me.
This team.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Adams. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points. Adams has got 10. Utah has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter, so Conley dishes to Gobert. Back to Conley. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2. Chris Paul picks up that one. Greg, some folks suspected Conley might be moved when Memphis had a shot at drafting John Morant. Right before the draft, that deal took place.
I tell you what, he looks to be a great fit in Utah. Can be that third star the team needs to push them to the next level. Utah had to give up a fair sum to get him, but it was worth the risk.
The first free throw is good. Well, Steve, it's expected that we'll eventually allow 18-year-olds to enter the NBA draft. You're a proud Michigan State alum. Are you concerned players may miss something by choosing to skip the college experience?
You know, Kevin, in this situation, for sure, there are some players that I would say is going to make some mistakes and maybe come out too early and not be ready. But I think we have to allow them to have these decisions and not have these decisions taken away from them. I love college, but there are some guys that are just ready to go play in the NBA, just like other areas in life. When you're ready, you're ready.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Dish now to Mitchell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with them.
I mean, to see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D-Wade with how he plays.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
Coming out of Louisville, Donovan Mitchell projected as a defender. He's a better ball handler and shot creator than people bargain for.
And Mitchell drops them both. And you know, Smitty, he can play with the ball or off the ball. But Utah's offense runs best with the ball in Donovan Mitchell's hands.
Yeah, reason why, Kevin, he draws so much defensive attention. Able to score what I love at all 3 levels. That creates open shots for his teammates.
Conley against Paul. Paul with the steal. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander with fast break chance. Now we'll check across the NBA the best shooters from the stripe. Fourth, Bogdanovich.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. They hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history. And
he makes both free throws. And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. No good that time. Some solid D from Paul. And that one is hammered home.
Nasty offensive player. Gallinari usually on the finishing end. This time gets it done with the pass.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Conley kicks to Mitchell. A floater, and he sinks the layup. Mitchell's got 7 now in this quarter.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And it's Mitchell missing.
Great defensive effort.
Well, crap. My battery's about low again. I'm going to go as long as I can.
And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul.
But if it dies on me, I'll pause it again and charge it up, and
But, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
we'll start over. Or we'll start where we began.
That'll be a 5-second call.
And there I being boneheaded and wasn't paying attention. Somebody sent me a message.
And the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Sunday, they'll take on John Wall and the Washington Wizards.
And just
That happens about every
what's on tap there, a lot
couple of games too.
But you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Dort. That shot misses. And it's Utah the other way. Mitchell passes to Bogdanovich. Good on the shot. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket.
Good job by Mitchell trusting his teammates, and in turn, that's going to open up opportunities for him.
Releases from 15. Adams' shot is good.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Now here's Conley, who's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City. Outside, Bogdanovich. Fires from the line, and there it is for him. Bogdanovich has got 4 this quarter.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Back to Paul. Here's Dort. Angles covering.
Adams way out there. That's not really his shot, but we gave it we tried, and
Conley left side. Passes to Gobert. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander.
come on, camera, I need you to make it 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Nice job by Rudy Gobert. What concentration on that shot by the big fella.
Next video, before I do the next video, I'll be sure and make sure this camera's fully charged, but I'm not for certain how long a full battery will last. I'll admit tonight I didn't let it charge all the way.
Locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Basket counts, and he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 12 rebounds.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots.
And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. The Thunder leading by 21. Pass to Muscala over Davis. Muscala hits the button. Muscala's got his first 2 points of the night.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
The reason why momentum can flip so quickly, we see it time and time again, teams giving up big leads.
Kept alive. Here's Davis. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Ferguson, the pass to Schroeder. Here's Muscala. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists tonight.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Muscala finds Schroeder. There's Diallo, defended by Moutier. Diallo, no good.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive end.
Moutier dishes to Bogdanovich. To the paint, here's Clarkson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
Throw good, Clarkson. Both good from the line that time. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first half.
Come on, baby, 20 more seconds.
The Thunder have been
Plus
perfect
the
so
however
far.
long it
Free throw
takes
line,
these
6 for 6.
free throws to happen.
That free throw good from Diallo.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
So he gets them both. Utah has gone 1 or 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Clarkson. Tips it up. Davis on the follow. Davis has got 5 now.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
It's stolen by Ingles. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. It's good. Moutier's got 4 this quarter.
We've talked about it before. Unselfish, great awareness. Ingles willing to turn down the shot if someone can break.
Half has been concluded. Not looking too good for Utah, but there's still one half of basketball to be played. I'm going to stop this and let this charge up while I take my halftime break. And I will see you guys on the other side. Alright, we're back getting ready to start the second half. And Utah didn't do too hot in the second half, or the first half rather.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half.
Let's see what Shaq, Ernie, and the Jet have to say about it.
Standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Billy, balanced scoring for your team. How pleased are you with the way they're keeping everybody involved offensively?
Well, those guys, I think, have done a really good job of moving the ball and sharing the ball, and they're finding open men, they're willing passers, and I think because of that, they've been efficient offensively.
Open shots tend to be made. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
You
Thank
think?
you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk.
So, well, I'll tell you after the halftime show.
A big night so far for Steven Adams. He had 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
That was the half of the super sub for them. A lot of offense coming off the bench, and that's such a luxury to have that kind of firepower available. There were times when the pace picked up when the second unit came into the game. And that's the best part, having a bunch of guys who's ready at the drop of a hat.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. A lot of way too high percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces. I mean, do they even want to be here?
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes...
So here's what's going to happen with this video. Tonight, I'm going to, at the minimum, get this uploaded onto my external hard drive.
A lot of him shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left.
And
well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good.
I don't think I will get to editing it until tomorrow.
And it probably has to happen quickly. So on the floor for Utah.
I got to work my part-time job tomorrow from 3 to 8.
And it's Gobert in at the foul spot. Jazz trail by 19.
They may not get the spotlight, but the Utah Jazz are one of the best run teams in the NBA. They're run as a legacy trust.
So I'm going to try to get it edited before I go to work tomorrow.
On the basket, George.
See what happens.
No good from outside. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Utah Jazz. O'Neal kicks to Gobert. Passes it to Conley. Back to Gobert. Shoots over.
See what time I get up and around tomorrow.
You were talking about the reinvestment for the Jazz. An upgraded arena, new practice facility.
Necessary moves, you know this, to stay competitive. The Jazz fans love their team, and they're showing that commitment in return.
Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell at the dunk.
Doesn't matter to the great offensive players who's guarding them, and Donovan Mitchell is trying to become one of them.
The Thunder leading by 17. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game. Jazz have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Mitchell. A three-pointer, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And the shot goes down. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
The eyes of Chris Paul. He's always had tremendous vision.
Gobert double-teamed. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And after this one, at home against Minnesota, that game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Sinks the three-pointer. 10 points in the game so far.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
God, I'm getting Utah's getting carved up right now.
You can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Don't think they're going to advance to the third preliminary game in Miami.
They are executing.
Gallinari with the steal. And here's the break. Kick out to Adams. To the left wing. From past the arc. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Here's Dort. 9 points in the game so far. Stolen by O'Neal. Pass break. Here we go. Here's Bogdanovich. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Yeah, the length and height of Bogdanovich is impressive. Outstanding at slamming it down there when he got the chance.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be his second foul of the game.
He just shoved him right out of the way there.
Oklahoma City. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it, number 5 from the 4 this game. He's now 5 of 11.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Thunder have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Pass to Dort. Back the ball. Here's the lob to the hoop. And Noel kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 3. And it's Noel missing.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And the jab.
His role since the All-Star break. First in shooting percentage, 7th in blocks, and don't forget top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And you're right, he's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Adams, some nice D. And Adams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Out left to the wing. Bogdanovich passes to Conley. Looking to end the run. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in just the second half. Here's Mitchell. 16 points for him. Here's Gobert. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And Adams with the slam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with the
I don't know if I call it impressive.
Their focus.
Utah just can't get a shot to go.
This quarter.
They could have made some more shots. They might be a little better in this.
On the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul.
And not do that.
No longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as
Finally.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
There's the feed to Paul. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group. Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Bogdanovich. Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
Free throw no good for Paul.
One of the game's best free throw shooters. Chris Paul is not a guy you like to foul.
O'Neal misses.
And still, he scores. But they could use just a little bit of help from him.
It's deflected. It's stolen by Davis. Ingles kicks to O'Neal. Back to Ingles. And the layup's good off the glass. Ingles has got his third basket of the night right there.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Clear passes to Noel. To the inside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Thunder have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Utah has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3.
Nice.
And he's got a free throw coming up as well. And that sends Jordan Clarkson to the free throw line. Chris Paul picks up that one. For Utah, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. Free throw good. Clarkson. Oklahoma City's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Ball against Moutier. 14 feet away. Paul can't get it to go. The Jazz shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Clarkson, a shot's good on the assist by Engel. Clarkson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Quality offense. Ingles does a great job of controlling the pace and very unselfish.
Schroeder against Clarkson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg last season, Dennis Schroeder transitioning to more of a six-man role with the Thunder.
And for his first go at that role, I thought Schroeder looked really good. He's always been able to score and create, and coming off the bench might be the best spot for him. Shoot 2.
And the first one goes.
And you know, Dennis Schroeder, from the moment he came into the league, showed tremendous confidence. He's never been the type to back down.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Diallo's checked in. Schroeder hits them both. Utah shooting not looking too good out there in the second half, right around 32%. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by O'Neal. O'Neal's got 4 assists now tonight. The Thunder shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Now here's Diallo. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Muscala. Tries again. It's not going to go for him. Davis with some nice D. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses.
Oh, no, I thought that was goaltending.
There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
That looked like goaltending to me.
All right, David, thank you. He locks up the alley-oop pass.
Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Utah. From 10 feet out, Moutier, no good. Oklahoma City's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Schroeder passes to Noel. Down low, here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Utah has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Ingles passes to Davis. Over Muscala. Here's Ingles. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's Utah now. Here's Clarkson. And the rejection by Noel. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Gallinari is checked in for Nerlens Noel. Passes it to Clarkson. Nice ball movement by Utah. O'Neal. Another miss by Utah.
And at a certain point, you just have
I don't know why I let him take that shot, but I thought
Ferguson's got 9.
Boy,
that he might make his first one.
Offensive production, they have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
On offense, here are the Thunder. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going.
Getting into the paint, drawing contact, that's a focal point for Gallinari.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Is to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
That free throw good from Gallinari.
And this is where you want to see Gallinari if you're the coach. A knockdown shooter at the free throw line.
The Jazz making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. Gallinari hits them both. Here's Moutier. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. He gets that one. Clarkson's got 19 points.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Diallo the pass to Moscow. Schroeder outside. Gallinari outside. Here's Ferguson. Angles covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Muscala misses. Utah's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pass to Clarkson. Now Davis. Gallinari covering. The 9-foot shot.
Oh, come on.
Opportunity. And no problem from Bradley as he finishes at the rim. Bradley's got his first points of the night. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Ferguson. Ball's knocked loose. Muscala hits the button. Muscala's got 4 this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Bradley. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Ed Davis.
Tough guy to defend. Gallinari with the skill, the knowledge of the game, and gifted physically.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Okay, guys, so at the end of the third quarter, I'm going to put this on the charger for 5-10 minutes, and then we'll do the fourth quarter.
And the first one at the line is good.
And I noticed something that if I hit the camera button, I can pause this. So maybe we can do the, maybe I'll only have 3 videos to splice together.
Gallinari hits them both. 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Clarkson. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got
About damn time we make a 3-pointer.
As we conclude the third.
Okay, we are back. Let me adjust this a little bit. There we go. And we will hopefully finish the game with what we've got.
Quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided
Not that this game is probably really worth watching the end of.
2K Sports, back in a moment here in Oklahoma City.
As you can see, the Jazz are down by 39 points. So, I wouldn't recommend watching the rest of this game if I'm being honest. If I were actually watching it on television, I wouldn't watch this game. I'd be finding something else to watch, but
brought to you by State Farm.
We don't have a mercy rule in Chris's Homebrew Sports League, so the game gets played out till it ends.
Perfect delivery. Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Mike Muscala, and it's Baisley in at the 4 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's Davis. Second chance effort. Rebound by Muscala. Muscala's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Nader. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Nader's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Thunder. Schroeder against Moutier. Here's Bradley over Muscala. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Elsewhere, the league's unveiled a new way for fans to watch. 99 cents. You get a 10-minute viewing pass for every out-of-market game. That's something.
I love it, Kevin, because I think a lot of times with social media, people are starting talking about a game, and you can jump right in and get a chance to catch the most important part of the game.
And making it so affordable.
Yes, indeed. 99 cents. That sounds good to me.
The first free throw is good. Williams Cross is checked in for Utah. And so Bradley nails both of them. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Diallo kicks to Muscala. Back to Diallo. Over Moutier. Diallo no good. The Jazz shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Moutier with the basket.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And there's the pass to Diallo. Here's Muscala. Here's Baisley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
We were just talking about this, Steve, as the game of basketball always evolves. You look at the WNBA now, the quality of play there is terrific.
The talent level in the WNBA is at an all-time high. I love watching and gaining some tricks on how they play the game. And also, Kevin, athletically, there's a lot of young ladies being able to dunk the basketball now.
Absolutely amazing. You're right, Steve. He's off on the first. Burton's checked in for the Thunder. Good on the second free throw. Here's Williams Goss. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Diallo. Passes it to Baisley. Finished off the break.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Moutier with the basket.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Here's Diallo. Rebound, Utah. Bradley's got his fourth rebound in this one. To the middle. And Moutier throws it down.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Here's Diallo. He can't get that one. Bradley with some nice D. Here's Williams-Goss. That three off the mark. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. A slam dunk by Diallo.
He just bangs down with one hand.
2 very easy points right here. Now, here's Tucker. He's guarded closely. Pass to Moutier. Fires from deep. He can't get it to go. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Here's Burton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. A lot of people think, Steve, there are 3 factors necessary to achieving organizational success. Ownership, and ownership. What do you think?
I guess it's ownership, and ownership. I think it also comes down to trust. Trust in anything gets you a chance to be successful.
And Steve, you know, it's just about establishing that culture, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think you got to have identity, a culture that everybody wants to be a part of.
No luck that time either. Jazz have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Williams-Goss, the pass to Moutier. Bradley kicks it to Tucker. Jazz passing it around. Pass to Niang. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Oklahoma City. Knocks down the first one.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, we know, Steve, the NBA looking at lowering the draft eligibility age from 19 to 18. The one-and-dones would be gone. You like the move?
I do like the move, Kevin. I would just love to have a lot of things in place for these younger guys, whether they're 18, 19, some guys at 25. Just something in place to help these guys, especially some of the things that are having problems with off the court and also financially. Have some kind of third eye to be able to help these guys.
And this is where the G League comes into play, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Dort passes to Baisley. Goes back up. And that one's good. Burton.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
I hope we can make it 7 minutes on this on the low battery.
Williams-Goss. No good that time. Straight D that time from Dennis Schroeder. Bradley passes to Williams-Goss. With some arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Schroeder. He can't hit that time. And Utah the other way now. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. Here's Williams-Goss. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got 5 assists in the game. The Thunder shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. Offense not doing their best work of late. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Smitty, the NBA now preventing teams to sell international sponsorships. I mean, the league just continues to grow globally.
They've done a fantastic job. Teams can now enhance their visibility with this deal, and their internet makes this all possible when you get a chance to watch these teams all over the world.
That's a good point. The first one falls. And so he hits both. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And Moutier throws it down.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
The Thunder with another miss. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Inside, here's Williams-Goss. Tries again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
And that one misses. Steve, the G League is now offering select contracts worth $125,000. They want to attract prospects straight out of high school. What do you think of that?
You know, I like it, Kevin, and I think I'd love to see that number go up and up, and I like the opportunity for some of those guys to be able to go straight out of high school. It's good for some, it's bad for others, but I think you have to give those guys that opportunity.
Here's Dort. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 5 assists tonight.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
And Bradley gets it to go. Bradley's got 6 in the quarter.
A lost art in this game. Terrific bounce pass.
The Thunder shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Pass to Baisley.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And Oklahoma City making a change. Adams checked in.
I guess Oklahoma City needs the big boys out since they're only leading by 33 points with 5 minutes to go.
From 11 feet away, and it's Bradley with the rebound. For Utah, they've gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Moutier with the basket.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Oklahoma City shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Bradley on the double team. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Baisley. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Utah has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Moutier kicks to Niang. And here's Moutier. Missed it, even after all those chances. Pass to Nader. Here's Baisley, guarded by Tucker. The shot by Baisley, no good.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Moutier, no good.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
The Jazz shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Steve, how do you feel about the top college players getting some sort of compensation for their work?
You know, I don't know about top college players, Kevin. I think if you're going to do it, it has to be all college players because it's a team. And I think if you look at it, some of the ways I would love to see it, if those guys can get...
So, guys, at the risk of being unprofessional,
to finish their education.
If my battery does not make it, I'm just going to go ahead and finish the game because ordinarily my goal is to show you the entire game, but this game is so bad that I feel like I can get away with not showing the last few minutes if the battery doesn't hold up.
First one falls for.
Plus, it's also getting late where I'm at. It's past 11 o'clock at night, so I need to get this game finished and
second free throw, no good.
But I'm optimistic we're going to make it.
Here's Burton, defended by Moutier. Nailed from three-point land. George got 12 points in just the second half.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
Pass to Tucker. The pass to Williams-Goss. The Jazz again can't hit it.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Paisley uses the glass to finish the layup. Paisley's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Now here's Moutier. He's covered closely. Just 5 to shoot. Bradley controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Burton, the pass to Paisley. And the shot is long. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Knocked away. Passes it to Williams-Goss. Here's Niang. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Kevin, I haven't, but I've bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
And the first one at the line is good. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Thunder. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Bucket is good.
He is so good going to the basket. Schroeder knows how to keep his man off balance.
Moutier looking around. Goes up the baseline. The Thunder pull it in. Here's Burton. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 assists now in the game. Now here's Moutier. Tee right on him. It's deflected.
So, let me let you guys know what the next game's going to be on the list. The next game I record will be a treat because it will be recorded from the Super Nintendo. NBA Jam will be recorded sometime tomorrow.
against Adams. And Bradley gets it to go. Bradley's got 11 points in the quarter.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here's Baisley. The rebound by Niang. Utah has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Thunder.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year. Hey, guys, what a nice performance it was for Steven Adams.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats him to the ball.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Schroeder against Moutier. That one falls.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And he makes the first. Rushkawa is checked in for Steven Adams.
I guess Oklahoma City feels secure enough in their lead to take Steven Adams out. I mean, boy, Oklahoma City dodged a bullet tonight. Only leading by 38 with 32 seconds left to play.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
I don't know how they managed to pull this win out.
Here's Williams-Goss. He's guarded by Schroeder. Bradley deciding where to go with it. Just 4 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. The shot, no good.
So I'm going to just let the clock run out. I'm not going to shoot this ball.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get
and we are done.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort.
Tonight.
It just felt like once they had that lead.
So we will see you guys tomorrow for NBA Jam on the Super Nintendo.
David, take it away.
Oh, I guess I'll let you guys watch this.
Big win tonight. What do you think was the biggest factor?
I mean, I don't know. It was just our defense. Obviously our offense fared off of it. Guys made open shots, but I think we really locked down defensively, and that's what we're trying to make sure that we're a defensive team every night.
Well, you were a defensive team tonight, Chris. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.
Alright, you guys, we'll see you on the flip side.